Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Wednesday, the 1st of December. Sorry. I'm up here at Lookout. They're running 30 megawatts of water, a little bit over half. It's a little breezy, but not too bad along the bluff. And I want to throw some jigs today. I've got two rods rigged up, 2-pound line both. Got a 16th ounce white, which I'm going to throw first. And then I've got another one that the white doesn't work out. I'm going to throw a sculpin in orange with an orange head. Again, 2-pound line. Seems like they've been catching a lot of fish on orange headed jigs here lately. So I wanted to try that. And you'll see that I am right up here by the island. So I get this thing turned. I actually was going to go up below the dam, but I stopped here because I saw a lot of this bank is in the shade, although it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I like this flow. It's very, very nice. So I'm just going to work it down for a ways, and then I think I might just run up to the dam and fish for a short time up there, if I have time. Maybe the fishing's just too good up here to leave. Might be pretty breezy up below the dam, so see the bottom of her bite. I should pay more attention on the first bite, on the first cast, because that could have been a fish. I haven't used white in a while. That was bottom. It's usually a good wintertime color, especially if the shad's coming through, which they're not. But we've been using the dark colors a lot, so I wanted to kind of switch it up. Got to get out here in a current so I can start drifting down. There were 3 guides out this morning. I just had 2 bites. Hit it again. Bill Babler, Steve Dickey, and Jeremy Resnick. And they all did pretty good. Drifting night crawlers from Fall Creek down. Bill said they caught some really nice rainbows. One they threw back that was too big to keep. He didn't say it was 20 or not, but Oh, it must have been a little one that just kind of wrapped it. Jeremy fished a night crawler and did pretty good below Fall Creek, and then they cleaned their fish. They went up in the trophy area and so they got some really nice fish up here using an egg fly on a jig head with a scud underneath it. Now we have some egg flies that we sell in the office. It's called a miracle fly. Jeremy Hunt ties it, and it's on a jig head, and that would work. But Jeremy is all about sparse. He likes to use jigs that don't have a lot of hair on them, and his eggs, the same thing on his jig hooks. They're pretty sparse. I guess they do pretty good. We don't sell anything like that, but we probably should. This is a pretty deep hole below Lookout Island, 8-10 feet. So you got to work this jig pretty slow to keep it close to the bottom. I'm going to try to keep the camera out of the sun here. If I don't catch a fish here pretty quick, I'm going to throw that other color. I know I've gotten a few bites. I haven't hooked anything yet. There is not much current here when they're only running half a unit. There's a lot more current behind me. That island creates a pretty big eddy through here. Here's one. I was going to change colors. Ready? That's a little bit big for a 2-pound line. He's heavy, he's not that long. Oh, sorry, Betty. Whoop a line. He's fine. All right, instead of retying, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this other jig. This is a 6-foot ultralight. It's a lot lighter rod than the one I just used. It's definitely a different action. Oh, it is a fish. I wasn't sure. Oh yeah. Oh, is that a, it's either a brown or a sucker. He's kind of fun like a sucker. Usually don't catch those on jigs. That's not possible. I'm definitely going to use the net on this one though. Rod's in the net. Get out of there. Okay. I still hadn't got a good look at him. I know he's brown or kind of a gold. Oh, you know what? Well, I think I was right the first time. It is a sucker. In the carp family. These are normally white suckers, but I don't know how to tell them the difference. Tell them apart. They're fun to catch, and they are great to eat if you know how to clean them. It's a pretty big one. Look how fat that thing is. I bet you he's 5 pounds. And I caught him in the mouth. In the bugle mouth. Alright, hold on. I thought it might have been a smallmouth. There at the last. There, it was real dark. Okay. Check that one off my list. Got 2 species so far. See if I can catch a bass. I'd rather catch a brown trout. Ooh. Couple more casts and I'm good. I'm gonna head up. I'm just about out of shade. One more cast before this big root wad or tree that's in the water. Well, I'll throw one more time below it. One more time. Sorry, it just looks too good. Oh, there's a tap. Back in there. Still a lot of shaded areas right here. I'm going to go ahead and throw you in. Hopefully that sun's not too bad in the camera. I'm sure it's just right. Looking right over my shoulder. Okay, I'm going up. Let's come up below them. All right, I'm right at the cable. I got the same bluff on the same side and it's shielding the sun, which is kind of peeking over the top. But all this is in shade down through here, so I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I tied another white 1/16 ounce jig on. And I'm going to throw that first. Yeah, it's got a little bit long tail on it. Might have to trim that here in a minute. I can throw out the other side too. I've got trolling motor on spot lock. First cast. Should have came up here. This is usually a pretty good spot to catch fish, up here in this corner. And it is a trout. It is a rainbow. At 30 megawatts of water, coming up here is pretty tricky. If you don't know where you're going, you're gonna hit. And the other thing is, in there's certain places, you get your boat up on plane, you don't come back down because it's that shallow. And kind of the problem is you get boats up here and you gotta go fast through those areas, and sometimes you're kind of buzzing boats, which I've always griped about doing, but up here you just kind of gotta overlook that sometimes. It just happens. It's a decent fish, and because I'm sitting still in the current, he's got a little bit of advantage. It takes a little bit longer to get him in. That's a lot nicer fish than I caught before earlier. He's about 16, maybe probably 17 inches. Big old head and mouth. Nice. I almost have to rest after that. I'll stay up here for a little bit and then I'll drift down. I want to throw this other color too while I'm here. That looked like a smallmouth, and it kind of looked like I had him. Yeah. I got a big old bass scale on my hook, so I did not have him fair. It didn't feel right. One more with the white, then I'm going to throw the sculpin orange. That wind's picked up. It's coming right over the dam. I'm gonna throw the white again. I have started drifting down. Oh, I missed him. That was a good tap. Quite a few people up here fishing from the bank, waiting. Quite a few. Another tap. And let me check my hook. That's two that's come out. It's fine. That wind stopped blowing there, so I can feel a little better. Oh, I missed another one. So now they're biting short. It's okay, it's at least they're biting. Water is probably 5, maybe 6 foot deep most of the places up here, and it does seem like I've got to get down close to the bottom to get bit. That was another short bite. That just means longer pauses between jigging it, letting it stay down there. What's that, 4 in a row? Man, I'm not doing too good. That was bottom. And I got some stuff on it. That was bottom. Some of those other bites might have been bottom too. I can't say for sure. Tempted to throw the other color. The only problem I have is that rod, and it's a custom built rod. It's more for a 32nd ounce jig, and this 16th ounce jig is it's really too heavy for that rod, so I was just having trouble working it and feeling the bite. This is a medium light 6-foot rod, one of ours, and it's built more for the 16, 30, 32nd. Even a 1/8 ounce is fine. I am going to throw it. Seems like they're kind of off the white this far down. That definitely a bite. Fish. smallmouth. So I'm at 3 species. Wow, he is pulling. Ew, smallmouth. He tapped it pretty good. Well, I was collecting bugs yesterday, kicking the gravel into a minnow net. I caught a sculpin that was about 1 inch long, little tiny thing. About the size of a 32nd ounce jig. That was another tap, hard tap. And I think it's another smallmouth. Well, I was just thinking, should I put the sucker up for the thumbnail? Or a fat smallmouth. Pretty. And I'm talking fat, man, that thing was a football. So they are eating good up here. Kind of got away from my bank a little bit, so. Bass have a lot harder mouths. The inside of their mouths, their jaws are real hard, where a trout's real soft. So when you get that bite, you can feel that jig head hit the inside of their mouth. It's a distinctive tap. Where a trout's mouth's really soft, and you're not going to feel that tap quite so distinctively as a bass. But if a trout gets pretty aggressive, you can feel that tap pretty good. Oop, there's something. Kind of running out of territory here. And that's a little rainbow. When I get down to the top of the island, I'm gonna have to stop because it's too shallow to go down through the backside. That fell like something. I might go back up and put on a 32nd ounce jig and fish that corner again real quick, just for the fun of it. That's if the wind is not, yeah, there's a fish. Not too bad up there. It's not a big fish. In fact, I'm gonna hit the anchor mode right here because I'm getting kind of close to the island. Oh, that's why. I think I got him. It's a little rainbow, but I got him in the pectoral fin. Or actually got him in the gill plate. How'd you do that? One more time. All right, let's go up 5 more minutes up there in the corner. That is a PJ's jig. Oh. Okay, I've decided to put an olive jig on with a brown head. It's 32nd ounce. Putting it on the lighter rod. Wind's not too bad, so I gotta hurry up and throw a few times. I've got the boat about a boat length, about a boat and a half length away from the cable, so I'm able to throw upstream a little bit. You got to be careful. You are not supposed to go above or throw above that cable. Yeah, that wind's a little tough. What I don't want it to do is blow my line down, and it's kind of hard enough throwing out and getting that jig down in the current. I've got the trolling motor on anchor mode, but when you have the wind blowing your line down, it pulls that jig down and it doesn't let it sink. So that's why you use a little heavier jig if it's windy, so the wind won't blow your jig around by pushing that line around. I think I'm going to release that anchor and drift down with the current. Like I said, I'm only going to do this about 5 or 6 minutes, I think. I'll catch one. Either that or I'll go 5 minutes. That wind's a little tough. Keep my rod tip low to keep that wind from blowing the line. As soon as I lift my rod tip, the line takes off in a big bow. You got to pay attention to that stuff. Saw my line, I was almost to the boat, I saw my line kind of move, kind of pop, and he was there. It's sure nice to have that good oxygenated water back. So you're not having to deal with lethargic fish. It's about the same as the other rainbow I got, maybe not quite as long. Did I say one fish? Gosh, I don't know why I do that to myself. Well, there's no wind blowing, so I want to fish. I've got a loop in my line. Ha 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 ha. He tapped it, and I think it's a smallmouth. 3 smallmouth. Yep. It's about the same size as the last one. Come on. There we go. Still no wind. I know those smallmouth and the trout too, they hit this because they think it's a sculpin. I don't think I'm letting it drop down enough. I'll let this one sink. Yep, there's the bottom. All right, one more cast. Gonna say one more cast unless I get a bite. He hit it. My last jig. Alright, I'm going to keep fishing, but I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. We caught some fish today. It was fun. We'll see you tomorrow.